Hey everybody, welcome. Usually I don't use this platform, but this is where we're going to go. So let me tell you what we're going to do, how we're going to do it, and it's going to be a different type of show than most people do. I will try not to do any editing. I'll try to do all these in one take, not simply because I don't like editing, I hate it. I think you get a better experience when you know that exactly what I say isn't rehearsed. There's no cue cards. Okay, I'm sitting out in the middle of a campground. And this is usually where we film. And it's where we filmed before, and I think we're going to continue that. Usually we used to call it fireside chats. And it started because I was trying to make sense of who we are as humans. So, when we look at human history, we realize that we've done something extraordinary. We are in a place in time in history that has never been, but yet we're repeating everything. So I think all of it needs to be looked at. From every political issue that's been out there, I think all of it, at its root, is based upon who we are. Now, the one thing the Founding Fathers of the U.S. said is that liberty is to factions as air is to fire. We will always have tribes, we will always have factions, we will always have something with race, something with class, something with the rich versus the poor, something with the farmers versus the bankers. It's nothing new. It's always been that way, from the Egyptians to the Romans to the British to the Americans. This is something that throughout history has always been, and it's almost a constant, but the question is, why? And the other interesting thing that we don't talk about is that psychologists and our modern understanding of psychology and psychiatry comes from Western, educated, industrialized, rich, and democratic societies, also known as weird. So let's delve into that as well. We've never really delved into true tribalism. We have, but all we think of is, oh, they're just backwards people. But then again, it wasn't that long ago it was us, right? So when I do these shows, we'll go back to the beginning. We'll start as humans, as who they were 2 million years ago, with the diet, with the culture, with how we evolved to who we are, not just physically and evolutionarily, but through our own cultures and societies. What did societies do back then? We like to have this notion today that our ancestors weren't smart, that they weren't intelligent, that science never existed before Galileo. But we know that it did. So what we'll do here is we'll delve into all of it. We'll find out what happened. I'll start posting some of my other fireside chats, and you can watch them if you want. Now, mind you, a lot of these qualities aren't the greatest, but what we're trying to do is start at the beginning. So come with me on this journey, and we'll go through everything. Soon I should be on either Patreon or some other subscription service. We'll have a website for you soon. I will talk to you then.